So I've been playing sort of Convallaria for about a week and been having a blast. So after about a week of playing, I just kind of want to show where I'm at. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm level 33, halfway in fact. After this video, I should be level 34. I just need to upgrade my equipment a little bit, to be honest, and see if I can push through the story a little bit. In Clash, I'm silver, but PvP is not really a concern right now. Other than the 5 mandatory attempts to get the resources, I'm not really building to be good in PvP, just to gather what I need to make my characters a little bit stronger. In Tower of Conquest, I'm sitting at 6-4 because 6-5 is giving me a little bit of trouble, but like I said earlier, once I upgrade my gear a little bit, I should be able to push through 6-5 without a problem. My knowledge is sitting at level 5, but that's only because I don't really like Spiral right now. I know there's a lot of resources that you can get from it, but it's not a priority, and I still have a lot of time, so I'm still just pushing it off a little bit. By the way, I think you've noticed, or if you haven't, Raria is completely covering my screen because she is my favorite character. No matter where she sits in the meta, she'll probably be on my team. I just really like her design. Moving on, I chose not to reroll this account because rerolling has never really been for me. So this is the first account I got, and whatever I got, I stuck with. What I did is I used the free banner that you get first, and from that banner I got Beryl. And then because I know that everybody needs Gloria, she's an extremely meta hero, I used a lot of the looks that I got from the beginning resources to pull on the Gloria banner. And what had happened was, in my hunt for Gloria, I ended up getting Lilywell and Raria before getting Gloria. After I got Gloria, I completely stopped, but I think it was nice that I got Raria before getting her from the Memento, because it means that I could start up even further and even more easy than I would have otherwise been able to. Taking a look at the team, my main lineup consists of Raria, Gloria, Mytha, Beryl. Lilywell is the Phantom 6th member. She doesn't immediately go on the team, but when I need ranged physical DPS, I'll switch her out with Raria. Crimson Falcon I don't actually use. And Angel. Angel is my healer. Taking a look at equipment, for Raria, I am simply using the axe that you got from the Memento. I do have another axe, but I don't know if I want to put the resources into upgrading a second axe right now. The one that I got from the Memento is working perfectly fine. For her armor, I'm using the Spring Pill, which is basically the legendary version of the Spring Tonic. Even though the Spring Pill only heals 20%, you can use it twice. And it dispels a debuff, so that's not bad. For the turret, I'm using Goddess of the World on her, mostly because of the nice stats that I get. 2 lines of physical attack right now is not bad, especially for the period that I'm in. Recovering the wind energy is simply because my Raria, I use it a little bit differently. The common strategy is to kind of keep your team together as they move through the battlefield so that they can support one another. Instead of rushing my Raria out first, I keep her in the back while the team engages, and then use her mobility or dashing skill to help close the distance and have her eliminate enemies that are high priority. As for Gloria, this is the spear that I got from pushing the story mode. It's nothing special, but it gets the job done. Like I said, I'm using what I get. And this spear, considering that Gloria has a counterattack, actually does its job really well. Before taking a single target attack, gain 10% bonus to attack and defense, so that's not bad. As for the armor, because she's an off tank, I gave her one of the few legendary equipments I have. And this one increases physical and magic attack and grants immunity against move down and speed down. So it's nothing special, but it's what I've got. As for the turret, because of the lines that I have with increasing magic and physical attack, and the shield being dependent on the amount of magic and physical attack I have, it actually makes the shield quite tanky and thus makes Gloria quite durable. As for Mytha, I'm using the newborn blade that you get from Memento. I do have another weapon, but I don't want to split my resources too much right now, and the newborn blade is doing its job, so that's fine. As for the armor, I'm using the Spring Tonic. Mytha is quite durable, but in times of emergency, I do like that 30% heal, so that's not bad. For the turret, I am using Gibbous Moon. When she's injured, she recovers 20% HP, and along with her passive, it really does help to keep her standing. So yeah. What can I say about Beryl? Even though my Beryl is not properly equipped, she is still one of my strongest characters. So let's go through her equipment regardless. For my weapon, I'm using the Explosive Crystal, which increases AoE damage by 12%. And if anybody knows Beryl, you know that Beryl does really good AoE damage. So even though I have a legendary, the effect is not that good, and so I stick with Explosive Crystal. The armor is literally only here because I don't have anything better right now, but I plan to switch this out very soon because it is not effective on Beryl. As for the turret, increases damage by 8% when casting skills. From what I've seen and looked up, this affects AoE damage, and so that is the main reason that I have it on right now. But I will be switching out this turret probably for a devil turret once I get one with better lines. So yeah. Before I get into my equipment for Lilua, I just want to share my experience with her character upgrades. The aim I have found is not as effective as Gorilla would be. I should have listened. I use aim, and it's really annoying when even when I use aim, I don't get the crit. And I often find that when I am trying to attack with Lilua, I am often about one square out from where I need to be to get the attack off. I don't want to use a Castalia right away, but I probably will use one in the future if I plan to put Lilua on my main team. Into the equipment. Because Lilywell is a Phantom 6th, I haven't put as much effort into her equipment as I should have, to be honest. These are gears that I got from progressing in the story. I picked up one that gives infection at a 50% rate, and it is actually quite effective. So I like this. Her armor is just armor that I have that I had upgraded and decided to put it on her to boost her stats a little bit. But once I get something better, I will be switching the unique coat out. As for the turret, the rays of the sun I feel is very effective on her because of her range and ability to easily reach injured enemies. This is just a nice little bonus, ignoring 20% of their defense. So yeah. With Angel, I'm more focused on giving her things that will boost her healing. So the Ink Totem, increasing healing by 7%, is for the primary reason that I use this weapon on her. I'm not really focused on DPS with her, so the equipment is not as high of a priority for her right now. The armor also is not used because of the stats, but mostly because of the effects. Catastrophe allows me to debuff enemies twice per battle. I like that because some characters get bonus damage on enemies that are debuffed, and this is an easy way to choose a debuff when I need it. Elegance of the Empress is basically the healing turret, so if you have a healer, she should probably have Elegance of the Empress, unless there's something that is just that much better. But I really like this one. Like everyone else, I have simply been pushing this as the memento has required. In most of these, I have reached the highest difficulty. There are still a few that I'm missing. But as I get energy and I get the ability to, I will clear them as necessary. In Fool's Journey, I've reached chapter 5. I plan to finish it actually right after I finish this video. I have perfectly cleared almost everything else. I'm only looking to do chapter 5, and actually it's been a breeze. So no real difficulty there. Should be done very soon, by the end of the day. And for anybody that's curious, Yo! Anta kai! I'll go through my rankings. With 50 members, I have a little over 12k power. With all members, I have a little under 20k power. With my 5-member team, I'm just a little bit below 6k. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. And by the way, I'm looking for people to add me as a friend so that I can continue to reputation farm for the shop. If you're interested, give me a shout. Thanks for watching.